Every teacher in the Arts and Creativity Initiative is going to be given a class page on the artsintegration.net website. You'll get an email inviting you to edit your page. You'll click here, type in your name. You could also sign up with Facebook or Google+ if you prefer. Once you're in, you'll scroll down to find your page. You'll see it'll be a different color. You don't have access to edit any of the other pages. This is the page building area, and everything is drag and drop. Notice I just dropped in a title, for example. And you could do all the normal things, editing, making things bold, possibly changing the color of text. Or even changing the size of text. All the normal things that you can do with text. So that was a title block. Now I'm going to bring down what's called a text block. Typically that's smaller text. And here's where you might want to tell about your class or tell about a particular project that you're working on or something like that. I'm dragging in a divider now. This is just a horizontal line. And it provided some extra space on either side of that line. I think I'll reduce that space. I just click on the line and it says how much of a margin do you want. Now I'm dragging in what's known as a gallery. This might be really useful for having lots of images of student artwork. I'm going to drag that divider up above the gallery now. And now I click on Add Images, and I'll bring in 6 images of student artwork. If you click once on the gallery, you can change things like the number of columns that you might want to display the artwork in. I think that with 6 images, 3 columns looks pretty good, but maybe I wanted to add more. Just click on Add Images. Maybe I'll bring in 2 more. Now that I have 8, maybe 4 columns would look better. So this is all up to you. To describe this gallery, I'll bring in another title block. And this happens to be from Visualizing Music. Now I'll bring in a text block, and maybe we'll describe the project in more detail. So you can learn more about this project here. Well, I might want to link the word here to the actual page. So if I click on here, click on the link icon, we can link it to where the lesson came from. Same thing might be done with a button. Notice I just dragged over a button. I'll change the button text to say Learn More, and now I go back and I'll change the link in the button to also be the same page where people could find out more information about the lesson. I'm dragging in an image now, and notice that I dragged it to the left of the title. That pushed the title over to the right. Now here's a imaginary image of my class, and it appears to the left. I can drag it to another location, maybe below the title. And notice that Weebly takes care of reformatting the page and shifting things around. Now I dragged it over to the right. Maybe I'll drag the description under the title. And here's a little longer description. You can resize the image just by grabbing that lower right-hand blue dot. You can shift around the divider line between the text and the photo. And as you can see, you can fiddle around with this quite a bit to get things just the way you want them to appear. In the upper right-hand corner, you'll see the Publish button. Just click that button and your site will be live on the internet. If I go there now and go to the page, you can see it looks exactly as it did in the preview where we were building it. You may want to connect students writing about their art with their art. So if you were to get a link that anybody on the internet can view somebody's Google Doc, maybe they're writing, grab that link, now go over to the gallery, click twice on an image, and you can set up a link to their writing. If you click once on an image, Weebly thinks that you are trying to edit the table. If you click a second time, it takes you to the level of editing information about a specific image, in this case an artwork. And one of the things that you might want to do is set up a caption. In this case, who made the artwork? So click on caption, type in the information about the student name or the title of the piece. And then when it's live on the internet, when you hover over that image, that caption will appear. As you can see here, I click once on it, it takes me to their writing, I hover over it, and that's the caption there. If you enjoy the process of making a web page like this, you can create your own website. That is a collection of pages for your classroom. Just go to education.weebly.com or simply weebly.com if you prefer, and sign up for a free account and make your own site. Then on the artsintegration.net site, instead of linking to only a single page gallery, we will link instead to your complete site for your classroom. As always, if you have any difficulties, don't hesitate to contact me and I'll help you out. I hope this has been helpful.